God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. Friedrich Nietzsche. This quote from The Gay Science expresses Nietzsche's belief that the decline of religion would lead to an existential crisis. With the death of God, Nietzsche challenges us to confront the void from the departure of God and create our meaning in a world without absolute truths. Before we start, give this video a like if you want more content of this format and subscribe to let me know. With all that said, let's begin. To start, let's talk a bit about Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche was a 19th century German philosopher known for his provocative ideas about morality, religion, and self-improvement. One of his most famous concepts is the Übermensch, Superman, representing someone who has transcended conventional human limitations. The Übermensch creates their values, and he lives beyond traditional societal norms. Nietzsche believed that humans could and should aspire to something beyond mediocrity, which involved a process of constant self-overcoming. Nietzsche's assertion that God is dead is not a celebratory statement. Despite his criticisms of Christianity, he did not see the end of belief as a cause for celebration. He recognized that while religious beliefs were false, they helped people cope with life's challenges. Nietzsche felt that the void left by religion should be filled by culture, philosophy, art, music, and literature. However, he was critical of how his era handled culture, believing that universities were turning the humanities into dry academic exercises rather than using them as guides to life. Nietzsche's Übermensch, known as the Overman, addresses the absence of God. It signifies a higher state of humanity, transcending conventional morality and embracing life fully. By creating their values and living beyond traditional societal norms, individuals striving to become the Übermensch can overcome despair and forge their meaning. Nietzsche's Übermensch urges us to rise above nihilism, actively shaping our destinies in a world devoid of divine guidance, and aspire to constant self-overcoming beyond mediocrity. Becoming Superman. The concept of Superman is central to Nietzsche's philosophy. The superhuman is not necessarily physically strong or super smart, but is psychologically superior. They are free spirits who master their emotions, take joy in existing, and create above all else. Superhumans can confront the dragon, a multicultural symbol representing societal and cultural values, to create their values and break societal chains. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche describes the three metamorphoses of the spirit. These transformations represent an individual's stages to achieve true self-overcoming and become a superhuman: the camel, the lion, and the child. Camel metamorphosis. Nietzsche describes the camel as a spirit that willingly bears heavy burdens and travels long distances in lonely deserts, embodying moral values, integrity, and honor. The camel follows societal rules and moral codes represented by a golden dragon. These rules can be religious or humanistic values, such as equality, empathy, and societal norms. A camel is like a good citizen who takes these values seriously. To become a camel, one must know their dragon, which represents the values instilled by parents or society. The camel phase involves deeply internalizing and embodying these values. However, not everyone reaches the camel stage. Many live without strong values, following trends, and living comfortable but mediocre lives. Lion metamorphosis. After the camel stage, the spirit transforms into a lion. The lion represents the spirit that says, "I will," in response to the dragon's "Thou shalt." The lion confronts and seeks to destroy the values imposed by the dragon, rebelling against tradition and creating freedom for itself. This phase involves rejecting oppressive relationships or compromising jobs to gain personal freedom. Nietzsche describes the lion's battle against the dragon as a necessary step towards self-mastery and independence. The lion roars the sacred no to all imposed values, starting its journey to true freedom. Nietzsche himself experienced this phase by rejecting societal and familial expectations, becoming stateless, jobless, and godless, but gaining the power to live on his terms. Child metamorphosis. In the final metamorphosis, the spirit becomes a child, symbolizing the creator. After destroying imposed morals and values, the child creates new values and lives by them, without imposing them on others. The child embodies innocence, forgetfulness, and a state of permanent creation. The child phase represents pure creativity and being in a flow state, not restricted by what is possible. The child affirms life with a sacred yes, continuously creating and playing by its own rules. To reach this phase, one must find joy within, be confident, creative, and continuously developing. One can literally become God, being the creator of its destiny and path. With all that said, I've finished my spiel. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you very much for watching the video to the end, and I hope to see you in the next one.